The old folks always say that as you get older, you begin to lose friends. Either you lose contact, outgrow each other, or things just end abruptly. But in that process, you begin to see truly who your friends really are. My mom says, there's no need to have so many friends. As long as you have a few core group of friends, that's all you need. When shit gets tough and they're still around, then you know those are the ones you should keep around. So, I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to my boys, the men I've grown with these past 7 years. I've mentioned them a few times in my past projects, but you will begin to see them more often in this vlog series. So, let's begin. Nick, the GOAT. So some of you remember Nick from the previous series, but let me get you reacquainted. Nick and I have been friends for over 7 years, since our very first year at FSU. At school, we bonded over our love of skateboarding and our mutual enjoyment over Dr. Tata's broken English. However, I think what made us really close, to be honest, was a moment during my freshman year. I had gotten into an argument with my then girlfriend. She didn't want to take a picture with me and post on social media because she didn't want her parents to know that she was dating a black guy. And this was 6 months into the relationship, so I was fucking pissed and hurt. So I said, fuck it, and then I left her and started walking on campus. And that's when I came across Nick. Nick was minding his own business in skateboarding, but he saw that I was upset and he approached me and asked what was the issue. I told him everything that happened and he was like, facts. Sorry to hear that, man. And then he said, do you want to skate about it and vibe? And I was like, yeah, dude, I would love to skate and vibe. And that interaction taught me something about what true character is, because at the time, we weren't like boys like we are now, but here was this guy that was willing to just sit down and listen to me and listen to my heartache and to help me find a solution. He didn't have to do it, but he did. And that says a lot about him as a person. So where are we now? Well, Nick's here in South Florida, and we're good. I haven't seen him since early this summer, and that's completely understandable. We're busy, we're men. But the times that we do find to meet up, we always talk about the deepest shit, like philosophy, altruism, manifesting reality, entrepreneurship, and whatnot. Nick is super optimistic, which is what I love about him. He balances out my pessimistic views on life. I'm a practical realist. I prefer to look at life through a dark lens. But Nick shows me how to lighten the tint on my views, to show me a different way to look at life. Javi. So, I really can't pinpoint per se how we bonded as boys, but it was just a gradual build-up, to be honest. Like, we were both in care together, but we weren't friends then. Then afterwards, coincidentally, we joined the same frat. And I think that's when we started to get to know each other a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. To be honest, he actually left the frat right after pledging because he wasn't about that life. He was about focusing on how to be a fucking boss. Javi is super focused, bro. Super focused, which is what I fucking respect about him, because he's literally ahead of the curve of everyone right now. Javi's a fucking man, dude, I swear. And he always keeps it real with me. Like, if I'm fucking up in life, Javi would literally say, Phazon, you're fucking up. Get your shit together. And when he says that shit fucking stings. So, where are we today? Well, Javi is down here in South Florida, still being a boss. We meet up on occasions to talk, but man, we're just really busy, to be honest. But when we do meet up, we usually have these deep talks about business and what we hope to pursue in our chosen profession. Javi is very technical when it comes to the way he moves and his decision making. I'm very much the same way, but I tend to say fuck it to certain decisions and just go all in. Because if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. DJ, aka DB DAGAUD. Okay, so why do I call DJ DB DAGAUD? Well, dude, this guy has literally been with me since the beginning of the Phazon brand. He's designed all my graphics and created the wolf logo. Without DJ, my brand wouldn't be where it is. So that's why he's the God. So how we met is pretty cool actually. He and I lived in the same dorm in college, and we would bump into each other on occasion and just say, "What's up?" every time we made eye contact. Those "what's up" soon led to us vibing, and then we just became boys over time. DJ is super chill. Like, he's too chill, man. I wish I could be that chill, but I can't because my mind is always spinning. He's also secretly a creative genius. Other than his amazing graphic work, which I think is top notch and super clean, DJ used to make beats with his brother under the name 8-Trip. The shit they made was so beautiful, man. I hope one day he gets back to the music because he's a natural. So, where are we today? Well, DJ is down here too in South Florida, fighting his way. We don't see each other as often as we used to, but we do make time when necessary to hang out. But when we do go out though, we go in. And the good times are nowhere close to being over. We still have a lot more things planned. Lewis, aka QUINCELU. I think most of you all know the story already, but let me refresh you. I met Lewis back in college. Back when I was on my big head shit, he approached me to work on a project. I didn't bother to give him the time of the day because I was Mr. Big Shot photographer on campus and I really didn't give a fuck about anyone else's projects. But anyway, I came across one of his tracks at a random party and it really blew me away. That's when I knew that Lewis had something special and unique. That was almost 4 years ago, and this kid still continues to amaze me with his work. The thing I love about Lewis is how humble, hardworking, and focused he is when it comes to his craft as a rapper. Like, Lewis can actually rap. He musically knows how to tell a story which I know will propel him farther, unlike these pop or mumble rappers. He just needs to get in front of the right people so they can truly see what he can do, and get connected with the people that will bring him farther in his career. Out of all my friends, I hang out with Lewis the most. If anything, he's probably my closest friend right now, mainly because we do business together. I pretty much handle all of Lewis's visuals and music videos, and we constantly pitch ideas about what we should do with our brands and what direction we should take our art. I will also say that we both have a mutual agreement that in order to push our art to the highest level, we need to both get the hell out of Florida and go to one of the big cities to make this shit happen for real. Manny. Man, Manny. Every time I think of my boy, I have to laugh. Why? Because he's that one friend that when you link up, you know you're gonna have a great time. Along with that, he's fucking hilarious, bro. Well, his antics are hilarious. I know it doesn't seem like it, but Manny literally has the best stories of all time. Like, the way he tells his stories makes you want to die of laughter. I met Manny back in college. We were also in care. I don't remember how we became friends, but we just bonded over our shared love of film and music. Manny is down here as well, but he's in Southwest Florida. But we see each other from time to time. And when we do, it's always fun. The thing I really love about Manny is how kind and genuine he is. That's such a trait that's missing in a lot of people. He's just a really good person. Completely opposite of me because I'm a fucking dick most of the time. And I have no shame in saying that. I kind of like being the anti-hero. But most importantly, Manny is incredibly loyal. He has come through in the clutch for me like you won't even believe. And I owe him a debt of gratitude for that. Along with that, he gives me some great personal advice. The thing with me is that I have a very lively personality, which some people may find intimidating or arrogant, which is whatever, because to be honest, I don't give a shit about what anyone thinks of me. Because in my world, I'm the coolest person alive. However, Manny has been able to talk me out of some foolish ideas, which has definitely saved me some due stress. Brian, aka B LEW. Brian is my dog. Right now, he's in ATL taking his acting thing to the next level. I met Brian through Manny back in college. And even back then, he's always been about his acting, and he's never faltered on that. And he's been ever consistent, which is why I know he's going to make it. Brian is probably the most sociable person I've ever met. He can literally make friends with anyone. And he looks out for people. Brian hooked me up with a job last year when I really needed it, which allowed me to invest in my art. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful. But yeah, that's it. These are my boys, the main people you will see throughout this vlog series. Thanks for watching.